Welcome to the Crank It Up Sports Card Podcast with the shop manager Parker and the co-host Matthew. Welcome to the Crank It Up Sports Card Podcast with your host Parker Johnson and Matthew Epperson. We're excited to get back to it. Episode number 7.
Someone's excited.
I'm excited.
You are?
I'm excited to be with you here today.
I'm excited too.
Great.
I am excited.
You have what we've really heard a lot of good feedback about is our hot takes.
Everybody loves them. They're at this point, all over the globe. People are watching. They love to tune in for the hot takes.
All over the globe.
All over.
Yeah.
A couple here, a couple there. I think
Big podcast in the UK.
Yeah, in the UK, a lot of people are representing in at least one per continent. So, so that's a good thing. And yeah, hot takes. I have several.
Okay, great.
Sent in probably by nobody, but I'm going to pull them up. And then I'm going to read them to you.
Okay. So you get my take on hot takes.
Hot takes.
Okay.
Hot takes. I want to know your opinion on these hot takes. I don't want to know your hot takes.
Oh.
First one. Junk wax era cards are underrated.
Well, I would say...
Well, let's define junk wax era.
Junk
What
wax.
is your opinion on where that starts and where that ends?
I think 1986 is where it starts.
Okay.
I think it probably ends sometime around the late 90s.
All right.
Do I think they're undervalued?
Sure.
That's the question. That's the hot take.
Yeah. It says junk wax cards, era cards, are underrated.
Underrated?
Underrated, undervalued. Probably could go hand in hand.
Well, I would say probably there's some that I consider underrated. I think, everybody points to the 1989 Upper Deck King Griffey Jr. rookie card.
Yeah.
It's an iconic card.
One of the most.
I think maybe it's properly valued.
Sure.
It's continued to go up and up and up. But if there's a Hall of Famer from that era that his card isn't worth very much, I believe it should be.
Sure.
Maybe some of his higher grades and I believe before 1985, you have like Tony Gwynn, Ryan Sandberg, a lot of Hall of Famers in that era, Cal Ripken Jr.
Ricky Henderson.
Had some borderline Hall of Famers too, Don Mattingly.
Yep.
It's funny that his value of his 84 Donruss card is probably higher than many Hall of Famers of that era.
Yeah, why is that? Was it just more short printed that year?
I think that was...
Not as many are going around?
I might be mistaken, but I think that's the first year that Donruss come out. So his rookie card was the chase at that time. Okay. And he was a New York Yankee, of course. I mean, he only played for the Yankees. And, Yankees values are always up there.
Yeah.
So everybody, outside of New York was chasing him. And, of course, people in that era. I mean, I was 2 years old, just to let you know. I was
alive.
I was alive.
Wow.
But other people from that era, I believe their values should be more. Like Frank Thomas, the Big Hurt.
Yes.
I think his value should be better.
Yep.
Randy Johnson. He's the same class as King Griffey Jr., and his values are nowhere near. He is definitely a Hall of Famer. Struck out more than 4,000 guys in his career. World Series champion. So I think his values should be more than they are.
Yeah, because he's in the same rookie set as the Upper Deck Griffey. So that actually doesn't make sense. That's kind of weird, I guess. I mean, is Griffey that much? I mean, he is, but is he that much more collected? And that's kind of crazy to think about. Because his is like $5, I feel like. Or less for the Randy Johnson one.
But I have a T-shirt that has King Griffey Jr. on the front. My kids got it for me for a birthday or a Christmas. I can't remember which one.
Right.
And the back of it says, your favorite player's favorite player.
Yeah.
And I like
Cool.
that saying.
Yeah.
And I think it's true.
Right.
He was just iconic of that era. Even though Barry Bonds was probably a better player than King Griffey Jr., I mean, steroids aside, he probably still was better than Griffey.
Yeah.
Maybe Griffey in his early years was better defensively.
Sure.
But offensively, I don't think there's anybody that touches Barry Bonds.
Touches Bonds. Yeah. No, I tend to agree. The biggest thing I got from that though is that if junk wax in your opinion, started in '86. That means you were around before the junk wax, which is kind of absurd.
Maybe I'm just chunk
May
wax.
but you'd be vintage.
Yeah,
I'd rather be vintage than junk wax.
yeah. Oh, me too.
I would be like just would I even be considered modern? I'm in a weird era.
You're in that era that nobody
Nobody
collected.
liked. Yeah, nobody liked.
collected.
Well, Pujols and Ichiro,
Yeah, that's not bad.
that's pretty good. I mean, I don't know. It's pretty good actually.
Mhm.
Pretty good. That's the only ones.
I do, maybe I'm biased because that's when I started collecting. I can remember my first set being the 1988 Topps set.
Yeah.
My parents got me that for Christmas, and I was excited. Now you could probably buy that for $5, but um, I went through that whole set and just took out all the Braves that I liked and
Yeah.
some notable players, and I don't even know where it's at now, but
Yeah.
man,
That's fun. Believe it or not, one of my first boxes I ever bought, because, I wasn't going in and buying expensive boxes, but I went into a card shop and I bought a 1987 Topps. And it's funny because I was probably, between like 12 and 14 years old. And that's one of my favorite just looks, the
I like
wood
the
finish.
the
And I
of
think
that
it's
year.
just because that was one of the first ones I opened, even though that was way before my time.
Mhm.
That was still one of my first boxes that I opened.
And I think that's a good rookie class too.
It is.
1987. You got Bonds,
Got Bonds, McGuire.
Barry Larkin.
Is McGuire? That's maybe not technically a rookie.
His
Is it?
Topps, his USA cards, I guess, considered his rookie
Sure.
card. So that's before that year.
Right.
But he come up around that period of time, 87, 88.
Yeah. No, it is a good class for sure.
Maddox is also a rookie that year.
Yep.
It's a lot of Hall of Famers or should be Hall of Famers from that era.
Yep. Hall of very good.
Let me ask you,
Okay.
since we're talking about Barry Bonds.
Okay.
Should he be a Hall of Famer?
Here's the thing. I think yes. And the reason why is because without steroids, right? He was already on a phenomenal career path, I guess. And if you take away most of the home runs that he had later on in his career,
Mm-hmm.
you still have an elite batting average. You're still steroids don't help you make contact with the ball.
And be selective.
Right. And yes, and exactly. And have good plate discipline. They don't help with that. They just, maybe make you a little more beefy so you can hit it further, right?
Yeah.
So if you take away some of his home runs, yeah, he wouldn't have like an absurd most home runs, ever. But I think he would still be definitely Hall of Fame worthy, in my opinion. What's your opinion? I feel like I'm going to get some hate on that.
During that era, I didn't particularly like Barry Bonds.
Sure.
But I'm starting to respect his numbers even more and more.
Sure.
I think that he is an incredible hitter.
Yeah.
I think
Agreed.
now one of my first moments of watching the Braves was the 1991 and 92 World Series. And I believe when Sid slid, I don't know if this is too old for you.
He's probably a little too old for me. Well, I definitely don't remember.
Right. Mm-hmm.
I definitely don't remember.
Everybody, he just called me old again. Well, Andy, the famous thing about that series is they were in the bottom of the ninth, and this is at Game 7. They would go to the World Series after this. Andy Van Slyke was playing center field. He actually told Barry Bonds to move in, and Barry Bonds' ego at the time just wouldn't allow for him to move in.
Right.
If he would have moved in, he would have been just a little bit closer to nail Sid Bream at the plate.
Really?
And they probably would have won that game and went on to the World Series.
Wow.
Now, Bream was the go-ahead run.
Sure.
So maybe it would have gone to extras. Maybe the Braves would have won, but there's a good possibility that the Braves wouldn't have made it to the World Series that year.
Wow.
But I think he's an incredible athlete. I even think some of his values are not where they should be.
I agree. He's signing in Topps now, though, so that's pretty cool.
And those autographs are really expensive. We had one here at the store.
We did, yeah.
And I was priced out of it, but I really wanted it.
I know, it was a really cool card. Next hot take. patch cards have lost their appeal.
Okay. Well, I think in certain cases I would agree with that. So probably a bad hot take.
Yeah.
Um, there's a little scandal with Panini involving patch cards that most of the cards that are patch cards are not actually of that player.
Yeah, almost none of them now. I feel like they used to in, like, some of the older products, but recent ones, it's like, it used to say, "Not from any specific game," and then they added "Not from any specific game or event," or
Or event,
whatever,
yeah.
and then it went to "Not from any specific game, event, or player," and it's like, "Wait a minute.
Yeah.
So y'all coulda just gotten this jersey from Goodwill then and thrown it in that patch," you know? And that's just really funny, because it's not even associated with a player at this point for most things. I think the high-end ones are really nice, but, like, for your run-of-the-mill Donruss or Select or something, if you get a patch, it's a base napkin patch, and it's not, it's not getting used.
Now, if you see a really sweet patch though in a case,
Yeah.
that's low numbered and it has multicolors on it,
Yep.
what's the first thing that you're gonna say?
That's a cool card.
That's a sweet patch. That's a sweet patch.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in that regard, people still like them
Yes,
if
100%.
they're game worn, if they're player used, all of that. If the right parameters are there, then I absolutely love them.
Sure.
Because just their autograph on a sticker, I would rather have a really nice patch
Right.
over just a sticker auto, I think.
That's fair. Yeah, no, I think it is funny though, because you look at it and it can say not associated with literally anything, but then if it is a multicolored patch or something, it goes for more, which is funny to me because it's just a piece of cloth at that point. But I agree, they look great.
Mm.
Some patch cards can look really nice, and if it's a regular card and then that same card with a patch, if it has a sick patch, even if it wasn't associated with the player in any way, I still probably would want the patch just because it looks cool.
Yeah.
Now I don't want a napkin patch, but I do like, yeah, if it's a multicolor part of their jersey, so I mean, there's some really good looking patches out there.
There was somebody that recently pulled a Yadier Molina
Yeah.
patch in the shop, one of one,
Yep.
and it had the little bird's eye in it.
Yeah, that one was sweet.
That was really sweet,
Yeah.
and, I would love to have something like that.
Yep.
Now if you're talking about my team, the Braves, if there's something with, like, the tomahawk or, something associated with.
Your team?
Yes, my team.
Our team.
Yeah, sure.
People have been saying I'm not a
Everybody
Braves fan.
has established the fact that you are a bandwagon Atlanta Braves fan. You are not a true fan
That's crazy. That's
because your favorite player is someone not in an Atlanta Braves uniform yet.
But I think that's fine. Your favorite player was Griffey, wasn't it? He never played for the Braves.
But I would rather the Braves beat King Griffey Jr. in the World Series.
Griffey never got a ring.
Exactly.
You
And I was happy with the 90s, the team of the 90s.
Wow.
Our Atlanta Braves, apparently.
I can't believe I feel like you wouldn't want to see your favorite player who never got a ring get a ring one time, just once, over your team who has multiple rings.
Well, they technically only had one ring in the 90s, 95. As good a team that they were through the 90s.
Yeah.
And they won 14 consecutive divisions.
Yeah.
And that's hard to beat.
That is crazy.
I mean, even the Yankees on their run, they never had that kind of run.
That is crazy. I don't know. I guess we're just different,
Yeah.
Everybody's entitled to be wrong.
Yeah, you are.
I know. Okay, next hot take is prospecting. This is a good one.
Okay.
And well, maybe it's a bad hot take because I agree with it. But prospecting is basically just gambling.
Very good take. I think it is I mean, that's a hot take too, because I mean, there's still a chance that those prospects can turn out to be, a very good player and their values be, if you're collecting Bowman or something like that, that can be some of their most valuable cards over their playing period. And honestly, thinking about the shop recently, we've talked about price points. There's price points lower than $200. There's some in the mid range, $300 to $500, I would say. And then anything over that, I think that's hard for somebody to consistently buy a product above $500 for one box.
Yeah, I agree.
And Bowman is right in that mid range.
Sure.
And the ceiling for Bowman is huge.
It's one of, if not the biggest, I would say. I mean, you have your ultra rare dynasty type cards, I guess, if you get like a Otani 1-of-1 auto,
Mhm.
But man, even that, the potential, like maybe not right when the product comes out, but even right when the product comes out, if you hit like a superfractor of like the Chase, that could be, well over six figures,
Sitting pretty.
Um, and then as far as potential goes, if they become a phenomenal player, then that could be well over seven figures. And so, yeah, it's 100% one of the, I would say, like, top 3 products with the highest ceiling, in my opinion.
I think that it is a calculated gamble.
Calculated, yeah.
Can that be put in there? A
Sure.
calculated gamble, because it can be more valuable than, say, you hit a bunch of his low numbered series 1
That's fair.
rookies.
That's fair. I think that it's still in the same sense of a stock. Like, I don't know. It's similar to a stock. It's like you get it and you hope it performs well. It's like the same thing. You're hoping the player performs well
Yeah. I
in a way.
think when you're talking about his rookie cards, though, he's already made it to the big leagues.
Yeah, true.
Whereas the Bowman prospecting
Yep.
crowd, they are doing that. They're hoping that this guy pans out. They're the next Connor Griffin or Kevin McGonigal or J.J. Weatherholt.
Yep. Yep.
So I believe it is a calculated gamble because of the values that it can reach if you hit something high. And even some people that never even reached the big leagues, their first Bowmans at one time were
Would be
very,
expensive.
very expensive.
Yep.
And I know you might not you might have another question there, but I actually have a hot take.
No, go ahead. Go right ahead. I
The
have one
kinda
left, but ask away.
the reason why I asked this one is because it kinda goes along with what we just talked about. 2026 baseball is the best rookie class in over 10 years.
That's interesting. I don't know. Okay. Are you let's narrow the question down, right? As far as how many people could end up having star power, or like who's better like right now type of thing. Because if it's the amount of people who could end up having star power, I would say yes. But if we're talking about people who have made it and proven that they're stars, I would say no.
Okay. Yeah, I guess, as far as proving themselves, I mean, they're still in their rookie
They're
class.
still rookie class. Yeah.
I'm thinking that it's potential.
I would say potentially. You've got 2018 with Acuna and Otani, right?
And Soto.
And Soto. And notice how I said Acuna first because I'm a Braves fan. I didn't say Otani first, who's the best in
He's
baseball. I said Acuna.
and Ozzy Albies. I mean, since
Yeah,
you're a Braves fan.
I know.
Well, I guess I proved that wrong.
Um, so you have 2018. I also think 2022 is really, really good because Bobby Witt Jr. has been phenomenal.
A lot of high end on that.
Yeah.
Julio Rodriguez.
Which people as of late have moved off of a little bit. He was definitely bigger than Bobby Witt, but I still think he's really good. And you look at some of his numbers, and his numbers are still really good. He always seems to heat up in the second half, I feel like. Those are probably the two most notable ones. There's plenty other ones that are in there. And while we're on Witt and Julio, I just want to look at this real quick because if you were to guess, they both came up in the same year. 2022 was their rookie. Who do you think has like better stats, I guess? Better WAR. Let's just go with WARs. I know that's
Or
some people it's a
I would say
say
Bobby Witt.
Bobby Witt. Okay.
Mhm.
Let's see real quick. Julio Rodriguez has 24.3. I think that's really solid for
That's
nothing in
good.
2022.
It's more WAR than I've had.
Well, you've lived. How many wars have you lived through? That was a good one. Um, And then Bobby Witt Jr., do you want to guess? So Julio is 24.3.
28.
25.7. Very close.
That is very
I mean, that is very close. Close enough to where I kind of feel like people have gone off of Julio a good bit more than
a
they
little bit
should
too
have.
much.
Too much. Like home runs, Julio has 125, Witt has 114, you know? Now I know, Bobby Witt is absolutely excellent in the field at his position, you know? I don't know, would you say he's the best right now?
At short,
Yeah.
if he's not the best, he's close to.
He's right there, yeah.
He's top
So that helps
three.
that helps a ton, but to be separated by only, like, just barely over 1 WAR to me and for how much his values have fallen seems to be like to me like, man, he might either be a good buy or people just moved off of him way too quickly because his stuff was really high and has dropped a ton, and Bobby Witt's has continued to go up, I feel like, and I just feel like they should be a lot closer, but I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, it also could have to do with the teams they're on and fan bases
I
and
was
stuff.
about to say something about their teams. They're in hard markets. I mean, Seattle, of course, everybody liked King Griffey Jr. when he was in Seattle, and he's a hobby favorite. Bobby Witt being in Kansas City, I think if he was a Yankee or if
Yeah,
either one of them were a Yankee or a Dodger,
be a lot
then I
more.
think their values would be more.
Yeah, I agree.
I think Ohtani kind of helps and hurts players on the Dodgers.
Yeah,
Now, Mookie, the last couple of years, I think his values have gone down, and that's a reflection of his performance, I believe.
I agree.
But Freddie Freeman, I believe he stayed consistent of what you expect out of Freddie Freeman.
Yeah.
And I think his values, other than when he hit that spike after hitting the walk-off home run in the World Series, I think his values have gone down just a little.
Really? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's interesting. Yeah, I'm not sure, but yeah, no, that was a good question. That was kind of fun to look into a little bit of that. Um, this is the last one I have. This is a little bit similar to one of the other ones, but vintage baseball is safer than almost any modern prospect cards.
Safe, yes.
I agree.
I believe they're safe. Just like you mentioned, it's kind of goes along with the conversation we were having earlier. The top end of a prospect in Bowman is very high.
Yeah.
And vintage is established.
Sure.
I don't think it's going to go up crazy, but the value is already there.
Vintage is like your traditional stocks, and prospects are like crypto.
Yeah.
Like you throw some money in there,
Have the
probably gonna lose everything, but one might hit and you become a millionaire overnight, right? Um, I don't know. That's kind of how I look at it because it could be crazy. And then yeah, the vintage, it's not like their performance isn't gonna dip, so their card market's gonna dip. It's just already there.
Well, think about this. Last year, the big rookie going into say June, which
Mhm.
is we're in June now. The big rookie was Jacob Wilson
Yeah.
and James Wood.
Yep.
And what have their values done over the year?
Gone down.
They've gone
They've
down
gone down a lot actually.
significantly.
James Wood is a ton.
And Dylan Cruz.
And Dylan Cruz.
Yeah.
Yep. And Nick Kurtz really outperformed, which was kinda crazy because wasn't Jacob Wilson in the front running for that? For Rookie of the Year?
I think the year or the game that he hit 4 home runs, that solidified
I
him
think
as
so.
rookie of the year, and their prices at the time reflected that.
Yeah.
One went up significantly and the other went down significantly.
Sure.
I think Jacob Wilson is still a phenomenal baseball player, and I
Thank
I
you.
think, he's borderline all-star.
Yeah.
So, I think people have moved on from him, but I think he's still a good player.
That's another thing that's interesting because it's like you can be really good and you might not even fall off any, you might actually do better. But once people move on, it seems like they're gone. Like,
Yeah.
you might get a little bit of a bump, but you might never get back to, like, your rookie or Bowman first highs that you were at, even if you're performing better. It's so like, the turnover is so quick, I feel like, because as soon as the next Bowman product comes out or as soon as the next rookie class comes out, it's who's the next one. And it's like, well, just a year ago, we were all collecting this guy who's still doing good, who's still performing, who's actually doing better than he did in his rookie year, and he's gone down. Yeah, it's so hype driven. It's really crazy to me. I feel like buying in their rookie year, unless you're like Otani, is one of the worst things to do. By the second year, in my opinion.
Well, I think there was even a period of time where people kind of softened on Shohei when he had that injury,
That's true.
and they had questioned him whether he's going to make it in the major leagues
Yeah.
anymore. We actually had a similar discussion in the shop earlier today. You wasn't over there, but the best time to sell really is right when that player hits, his call up, whether it be opening day or he gets a call up during the middle of the season. That's the time to sell that
agree.
Bowman prospect, because there's going to be a period of time where he's hot. And if he has a good run, yes, his values are going to stay up, but it's eventually going to dip, no matter who it is.
Yep.
No matter who it is. And then if he consistently stays where he's performing, then his values will come up. But most of the time it stays at that dip. You can buy in the dip and come up. In that dip is the time to buy.
Sure. Yeah.
But you kind of have to play with that aspect. Is he going down further? Is this the right time to buy if you're investing?
I agree. That is all the hot takes I had. Did you have any more? Or is it time to move on to our next segment?
I believe it's time to move on.
All right. Then let's move on to our next segment. Wavelength.
Okay.
That's like a staple. I feel like we have to, at some point we need to mix it up, but I like this game. I think it's a good one. What do you think? You like it?
I like this game.
Yeah.
I don't know. They haven't told us whether they like it or not.
Let us know if you like it. I mean, we'll do something different. We're not scared. I mean, we're not scared to do anything.
No.
Right?
If you're scared, buy a dog, right? And we don't have dogs. You don't like dogs? Or I shouldn't say that. We'll get canceled. You don't like dogs? I don't like dogs.
But we're also not.
Yeah, he kicked the dog on the way up.
Oh, that's crazy. We will get canceled if people think that's true.
That's not true. He did kick a dog.
But we're not cat people either.
I'm definitely not a cat person.
So it's not like, we're a cat person over dog. We're a human person.
I've said this before.
We're family people.
I think I said it the last podcast.
Yeah.
They're not getting this on any other podcast.
No, they're not.
So
they're not. No one else is kicking dogs.
No.
Not here either.
The wavelength.
Oh. Do you want to go first or do you want me to?
And
I never know what that means when I ask that. I'm like, who's actually going first?
You get the number.
Okay, I'm picking the number?
You're picking the number.
Okay. So you're asking the questions?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I've got it.
Okay. Restaurants.
I like this. We are branching off. And you know what? I don't like this because now I'm a little bit hungry now that I'm thinking about restaurants.
You're always hungry.
That is true. Earlier, the guys were kind of making fun of me because I went to Zaxby's right across the street. Shout out Zaxby's.
Not a sponsor.
A sponsor, but we're open to it. How many sponsors have we been open to?
Every one of them.
And how many have we gotten?
Just like one.
Okay, cool. No big ones there, right?
No.
Zaxby's. Walked over to Zaxby's. I got a grilled chicken sandwich. The meal with a large fry and a drink. And then I got a grilled chicken sandwich. Entree. And walked right over here into the back break room. Got out my 2 grilled chicken sandwiches and fries. And they were making fun of me for that. Is that too much food? Is that too much?
Maybe just a little.
Maybe a little? Okay. Should I drop the fries next time and maybe 2 grilled chicken sandwiches is fine?
Absolutely. Okay. I mean, it's America. You can do whatever you want.
Okay, good. I just wish that their larges were a little bigger.
Yeah.
They're huge.
We were talking about stadium food earlier today. Where else on the face of this planet can you get a hot dog that's bigger than your lap? I mean.
No. Okay, what was the question? No, I'm just playing. I know what the question was. All right. I forgot we were playing a game for a second. I'm gonna go now. Okay, what's the scale? Are you asking any restaurant or like Fast food.
Let's say fast food.
Okay, we're gonna say fast food. I don't know where you're at on this, so this is gonna be kind of
Just
difficult. But this is
gauge for
where
you.
I'm at,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna say Subway.
Subway.
And you probably have no idea how my feelings about Subway, so that's gonna be hard.
Yeah.
But maybe we'll lock in on the other questions. Where are you feeling right now, though?
I'm like right in the middle
Okay.
right now.
All right.
If I had to guess with one, I would say you're around 4.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not giving any hints. Okay, you're getting nothing,
Or
except for the next question.
okay. Let's take it to the NBA. All-time NBA centers.
Oh my gosh, I gotta like look up all time ways.
Who played center?
That's gonna be too hard because
Was Spud Webb a center?
yeah, but for me to know, like I can know good ones,
Mm-hmm.
but if it's a
I
bad
guess
one,
it is-
how am I supposed to know bad ones?
You'll just have to
Unless
take
I
a
look them
guess.
up. Like, because what if my number's bad?
Just name somebody that sounds like an NBA player, and I'll not know him. So
Okay, I'm gonna look it up for help.
okay.
Okay.
Google what's a bad NBA center. Maybe I should come up with better questions. I feel it's a good question. It's just
it's a good question, but if my number was a different number, it would be an easy question. It's a hard question because of what my number is.
I think without even giving me an answer, it's lowering the number. I mean, I'm like a 4 without you even giving an answer now.
Okay. I mean, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna say anything.
Okay. All right. Your non-answer.
No,
is-
I mean, I'll give you an answer,
Okay.
but I'm not gonna say if you're right or wrong or in the general area or my number is. We'll do Brendan Haywood.
3.
Okay. All right. So you have one more.
I have one more.
You have one more. So you're around to 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So let's see. NFL teams.
NFL teams.
All time.
All time. Gosh, you had to throw that in there? Okay. So you said you're out of 3. So I'm gonna say the Broncos.
Broncos. Oh, that brought it up.
Okay. Where did it bring it up to? What do you think the average is? Where are you at?
I'm going to say a 5.
Yes! Got it. Right on it. Subway was a 5 for me. Sometimes I like Subway. Sometimes I'm like, it's a foot-long sandwich. I could make it at home.
A foot-long sandwich.
Yeah. And then centers, I was like, who in the heck would be middle of the pack? I looked up like top 100, and I picked someone in the middle. I had no idea who would be in the middle. So that's what I did there. And then I brought you up with Broncos. That's good.
That's good.
That was good. I feel like we're getting better at this game.
We're on the same wavelength.
Some would say.
Yeah. Some might say.
So others would say probably not.
Do you want to do it again, or do you want to go on to recent topics?
Let's go on to recent topics. I feel like let's end on a high note.
Yeah. That way you don't lose.
Yeah.
All right. What do you think about the NBA Finals?
There's people here working currently, potentially on Whatnot right now, who said earlier, nobody's ever come back from being down 0-2, but nobody's ever had Wemby on their team.
Mm.
I was like,
Well, Wemby
do
is.
you have a point? Like he had, like it's a point.
It's a point, but I don't know. That's a good one. Because Wemby is kind of getting pushed around a little bit by Cat. Everybody's saying it.
It's not looking good.
Except for this guy that.
What do you have? We made predictions on here. You said
I
that
did.
you think Spurs in 6, and I said I think it's going to go all the way, right?
It's going to be difficult to do
It's gonna
that.
be really difficult. If it does happen, it'll have to go all the way, right? Or, well, they could technically still get it in
They
6,
could
right?
get it in 6, so they had to win the next 4.
Yeah, that's going to be tough. Odds are in my favor. They're not in anybody's favor, but I think mine is a little bit higher because at least I give them one more game to lose of breathing room.
I think it's going to be tough because they're in New York now.
Yeah.
And New York is going to be going crazy.
Yep.
And maybe my prediction's wrong. I've been wrong before occasionally.
Yeah, maybe they lose
Every once in a while.
I hope they
sometimes.
don't. I would say sometimes. I would give you the benefit of the doubt. That is probably I wouldn't even say sometimes, I'd say occasionally. On occasion.
On occasion.
Yeah, on occasion.
Yeah.
Most of the time,
Well,
you
I
hit the
appreciate
nail on the
that.
head. Yeah. But no, yeah, that's crazy. What else do we have coming up? We got, trade night coming up here in a little bit. Is that the 19th? 19th, that'll be fun. We got a lot of stuff going on in shop. Y'all need to just come by and see us. They need to come by and see us, right?
Yeah, they need to come by and see us. Series 2 is about to come up here
Series
in
2.
about 10 days.
Top's Finest Baseball.
Top's Finest Baseball.
Looking forward to that.
They have mega boxes this
That's
year
crazy.
of Tops.
That's
I mean,
crazy.
that should have been a topic that we talked
Should've
about.
we dropped the ball on that.
And we got plenty of time to talk about that on the next episode because, I mean, it's probably
Cosmic
about
football.
Cosmic football.
That one's gonna be huge.
I think that will be big.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everybody loves Cosmic.
Yeah, I love Cosmic. Top's Finest, or not Top's Finest, Top's Chrome Black football. They're doing that as well. So they're coming out with a lot. I feel like we say that every time, but Topps just keeps,
Keeps rolling it out.
keeps rolling.
Man, their presses are hot over there.
But it's nice stuff. I mean, I like all those products. So I'm
What do you
excited.
feel about the new products that have come out, Signature Class?
Personally, I'm not the biggest fan,
Mhm.
but it's a lot of paper, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of paper in general. I like the chromium products more. So maybe that's why I'm not a fan. But I don't know if I like the design that much. I think Cosmic is a way better design. I think Finest is a way better design. I think Chrome Black is a way better design. And all of those are chromium, so maybe that's why. Maybe I'm just biased. But I just don't like the paper stuff as much.
We talked about Topps Chrome Platinum coming out. It released last week and
Gone.
it's gone.
It's gone. One of the best products.
Sold out today.
Yep. Love that product.
I do too. It's great, but
I want to get a case.
you want to go in? Let's get a case right now.
Okay, so we'll just split it halvesies,
Okay.
down the middle. If we hit big, you buy the case. If we hit big, we'll split the profits.
Mhm.
In the case. If we don't hit big, then you can have it. You can have everything actually.
That's so generous.
You can have it all.
Yeah.
So I'll do that deal.
That's well, we might have to work out the details on that, but
All right. Well, that's all I had for today. You got anything else?
I don't have much else. But I appreciate everybody tuning in.
Absolutely.
Like for everybody to subscribe, join, share.
Yep.
Most of all, listen.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Take our
enjoy.
words of wisdom.
Yeah.
That we just.
Take my words of wisdom and
All right. Well, we'll see y'all in the next one. We're gonna have a talk right after this.
yeah.